particularly now. Sasa mimi vile nilisema, tulikuwa tunalalamika na wenzangu kwamba hawa vijana hawa watatuharibia. Sasa unaona vile mambo yalivyo. Sasa ujue ni njia gani utatumia kututuliza ili tufanye mambo yetu sawa sawa. Great for this nation. Mungu akubariki, uendeshe nchi hii vyema, na sisi sote tuunge president mkono. Sasa umesikia hayo makofi, utakuwa supported vyema. Thank you very, very, very much. Yes. Huyu ni kijana wangu ambaye nafanya kazi wapi? Kenya Revenue Authority. He works at Kenya Revenue Authority. Yes. Yeah. Okay. God bless you.
All right. Round of applause for the author. Thank you. Thank you very much. As you take your seat, sir, we just have 2 more engagements before we go to the signing of the book. And allow me, Your Excellency, at this point to invite Dr. Frank Jenga, who will speak briefly before we progress with the rest of our program. Tumpigie makofi. Daktari Frank Jenga is a man who needs very little introduction, particularly in the space where he operates, in the area of being a doctor wa mawazo na akili. Welcome, Daktari.
Your Excellency, you'll be happy to hear I only have 2 things to say. The first is that thank you for inviting my brother, Marsden. As he has explained, he came to Kiambu on a reading spree, took Elizabeth, and in revenge, I was sent to get his sister, and I continue to tell him I got a better deal. The second thing I would like to say, Your Excellency, is that I really appreciate the work that Kenya Literature Bureau continues to do. I'm an author, perhaps not a distinguished one like Marsden, but nonetheless an author, and I have had some works done through the Literature Bureau. And if I may say this, there is no autobiography in this country that has been done in vain. As I have described previously, autobiographies are like a jigsaw of our republic. And as Marsden has demonstrated, each and every one of us playing in any particular field has something interesting and useful to say. I used to say some are not very well written, but whatever the form, Bonapo, let us do autobiographies and biographies. I saw you, Amos, at the launch of Ekirapa's book, an excellent book that really captures the essence of the history of this country from center stage of the civil service. The last thing I'd like to say, because I must now allow the function to continue, is to congratulate you, Marsden. When I came in and we were in the holding room, I felt like we had a family reunion. And that is a testament, Marsden, to the affection that not just your brothers and sisters have for you, and I have seen His Excellency nodding, because of the centrality of the position you have played in this, our country. This is your family, these are your friends. At short notice, they have come and witnessed this magnanimous day. Mr. President, I've been introduced as a man who has an interest in the field of mental health. That is completely true. Without appearing to lecture, let me say this. The number 1 killer of older people now is not heart disease, is not cancer, is not smoking, it is loneliness. And I would like us to understand that when you don't visit your parents, when they are old like this, you are committing
a serious crime. Loneliness, more than anything else, is what is killing us. Marsden, you have invested in friends all your life, and that is the reason that you don't walk alone anymore. Your Excellency, allow me to stop there and to thank you for hosting all of us on behalf of all these guests. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, sir. And also allow me, Your Excellency, to now invite the former Attorney General, Honorable Amos Wako, to also just make some brief remarks. Tumpigie makofi akija tafadhali, anene machache. Karibu.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, my very dear friend, Major, one the Major, always a Major, don't say retired, Marsden Madoka and his dear wife, Elizabeth, the family of the Madokas, the friends of the Madokas. I want first of all to thank the President for having allowed this launch to be done here in the State House. I don't know, any of you, whether you are surprised when you got the invitation from Marsden to come. I'm having a big launch. Then I was waiting to hear it will be at Serena Hotel or it will be at Karen Club or some other place. But it was going to be at State House. I was very, very surprised, pleasantly surprised. Thank you, President, for making this State House truly a State House that belongs to the people. People have come here, and we are now here. And thank you particularly because you allowed Marsden to launch his autobiography here. I cannot think of any couple, short of the President, the first families and so on, who have dwelt in this place from their very youth, who have married very here when they were here, and who have made enormous contribution in laying the foundations of how this place should be run than Marsden and Elizabeth. And that you allowed them to come here and launch their life history. Mr. President, we thank you. Namakofi kwa President. I do not want in any way to dilute what Marsden has told us this morning with a lot of sense of humor. Thank you, Marsden, for that. The only thing I can now maybe add and appeal to many like us to emulate and follow the example of Marsden. I know my friend Musila here, ameandika kitabu. We were there at the launch of his book, a top civil servant and also politician. People who have occupied high positions, both in the private sector and in the public sector, and in the public sector have also been politicians, I think, and have now retired, I think should be inspired to write